Hello, everybody. How are we today?
Been better.
Been better. Say more words.
Crashed out for a minute today, but I just had a lot on my plate and decided that I was going to fight the first person I saw, and that was fine. We're over it now.
We all have moments. It's okay.
I actually sent you a text message and said, I'm crashing out.
Yep.
But I just needed to get it off my chest. And this man's trying to kill my dog in the dog park. And I think that really just set me off.
I mean, I think that would send most people off.
Yeah, truly.
But that's okay. As soon as you texted me that you were crashing out, I called you 30 seconds later and now we're all good. This is what friends are for.
Tom also thinks it was the hunger because the second I ate, I was very happy.
You were hangry. You came in hot and angry.
I did. I was starving. I hadn't eaten all day. I was ready. I was like, give me chicken.
Came in hot.
Give me chicken.
Wait, hot.
Did you cook, Tom?
Yes, kind of. I reheated chicken and made rice.
Okay, well,
didn't go with the full square meal. I wasn't allowed to make potatoes, so.
Well, according
Hold on, if you have rice, then why would you have potatoes and rice? They're both
no. We
carbohydrates.
were just gonna have.
What time is it right now? It's 8:30, and you're gonna do rice and potatoes?
No.
I thought there's only one. I remember
at,
somebody having a meal plan, and it said to only have one of those carbohydrates in it.
Listen to Tom.
No, we only had I was going to make sweet potatoes, but then I just went and made rice.
He wanted
Great.
That
was
I was too hungry. I was too hungry, and I didn't want to wait the 45 minutes. And I said, "You can't make sweet potatoes; it take too long."
You said I'm hangry. I'm gonna need you to feed me now.
Well, that was a good pivot.
And to be fair, I did run almost 6 miles today, and I did 100 wall balls and 3 rounds of 750-meter ski and 3 rounds of 750-meter row. So lots of cardio. So I needed something in the body. Fair. And I did that at 11:30, and I didn't eat until 6:15. So.
Wow, that's good. Okay, yeah. I hear that.
Some fast cardio.
You'll see the results in the morning.
Sure. And he's shredded.
How are you guys feeling today? Joe, you said something before we started.
I'm great. I'm phenomenal. I just have a lot going on right now. Just several moving pieces. What do they say? A lot of irons in the fire, or a lot of pots on the stove, or whatever. However you want to. I just have a lot of things going on. But I'm here. I'm present, and I'm ready to get into the sticky icky.
Oh. The sticky icky. And on that note, welcome to episode 4 of Pair of Pairs. Today, we are going to be talking about the ick list. And this is going to be real, raw, and completely unfiltered icks we have about each other, icks we've had in relationships, icks we have in general. So let's go ahead and just dive right in. Off the top, just everybody go around and give me one ick. I'll go first. Men doing anything that looks remotely unathletic.
Well, there you go. That's a large percentage of the population.
Yes, it is.
Interesting.
The dating pool just got significantly smaller.
Well, ladies first. Ladies first.
I guess mine goes when you. This is me. If you can't swim, I don't want to watch you splashing around. I want you to be able to swim in the ocean and dive under waves with me. Yeah, not being able to swim is a big one. I actually was scared that Tom didn't know how to swim for a long time. And then I didn't want him to show me because I didn't want to get icked out if he couldn't swim well enough. So I wouldn't let him go in the ocean around me. And if he did, I wouldn't watch because I was scared that he didn't know how to swim.
Imagine how I feel given the stereotype that Black people can't swim. I was absolutely terrified. He can swim, so it's okay. But I was scared. My family, the first time they met him, this sounds really terrible, but I think they were concerned. Because we were on a cruise, we were on a catamaran, and they're like, does Joe know how to swim? I was like, yeah, he does. He does.
Joe, how does that make you feel?
That makes me, I'm fine. I like going against all the stereotypes. So when people have these stereotypes, it's the complete opposite of who I am and what I'm capable of. So I like people to underestimate me.
I love that. What's your ick, Joe?
My ick is people being rude to anybody that's providing any type of service. If you're providing any type of customer service, your wait staff, anything like that, I hate when someone's rude to them, and it's just very off-putting for me. It's like it's a make or break. That's a non-negotiable for me.
For sure.
I would definitely have to say, hearing other people chewing. It drives me insane. It will drive me up a wall. Like I leave. I remember when I was in a high school and I would hear people chewing I would leave the lunch table and go sit somewhere else.
You're like, I can't be a part of this.
Is this an ick or like a phobia? Like,
no, it's an ick.
Like you won't.
I'm not afraid of it.
You're scared. Are you scared?
Are you scared of people chewing loudly?
Oh my gosh, wait, that's good.
It's just like nails on a chalkboard.
Yeah, that is 100% fair. All right, so that was just like kind of a top level ick. We all have one that just sort of immediately comes to mind, but I feel like there are levels of ick. So there are icks that are like, that is an absolute no-go situation. Then there are icks where it's like, okay, I could tolerate that, but we're gonna have to make some changes. And then I feel like there are some icks that are just like, they say more about you than they do about somebody else. So we're gonna jump into all the different types of icks starting now. Immediately, let's go to classic icks because I feel like classic icks are a little bit easier to talk about because they're a little more relatable to kind of everybody. I feel like my first ick was like extremely unhinged, and we can dive into that later because I have a lot of thoughts. But in terms of just like a classic ick, I think one of yours, like your kind of initial top level ick was like being rude to wait staff. That's actually on my list too. I can't stand when someone treats anyone in a service profession as less than, or thinks that they can order them around, is rude, is nasty, or even like walks by them as if they don't exist. Like, for example, we have a lot of like janitorial staff in our building. And one thing that I actually really like that you do is he is actually really good with names and remembers all of their names. So I've been trying to be better about names, but I will at least greet them when I see them. Like they'll be out like sweeping by the elevator and I'll be like, oh, good morning or buenos dias or whatever. And I feel like it's just common courtesy to not be a dick to people that are providing a service that you're actually glad they're providing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think
so.
Tom and I have an interesting perspective on this because we have both worked for so long in the service industry as servers, bartenders, managers. There is a fine line between being disrespectful to wait staff, no matter what, and then just like a waiter actively like, you need to somehow, you actually as a patron, you need to talk to the manager because this is just like an awful experience. And I think there's that fine line. Like I remember sometimes my biggest pet peeve is when I would go up to a table and they wouldn't even look at me. Like, oh, that would drive me insane. And it happens so much. Or you go to the table and you say something and not one person acknowledges that you're there. They don't say thank you if you're like clearing their plates. It would happen so many times. They like snap and you're like, what am I, a dog? And I would pretend not to hear them when they would do that. And I think that that's like, there's like that level of disrespect of just like you said, like treating less than. And then there's like the waiter who just like, maybe that's not a good profession for them. And they actually gave you the entire wrong meal and haven't checked on you. You're dying of thirst and you need water. You've asked 7 times, they're not bringing it over. And like, then you have to say something. I don't think that that's rude. I think you're just like, this is an experience I'm paying for and I'm not getting quality. And I think that there's a fine line between the two of them.
Interesting perspective, but I completely get what you're saying. Like, I think there is a time and a place to be like, this is not going well, but I think you can handle it with tact and not be a jerk. Like, you don't have to be rude. You can just say like, you know, I'm having some issues, whatever, like I need to speak to the manager without being a jerk and devaluing the person that's like
100%
serving you.
Honestly, for me, I don't want to put the person's job at risk. I'd rather just show them my appreciation in their tip. So if they do a phenomenal job, I'll leave a phenomenal tip. If they do a horrible job, that will reflect in their tip. And they'll learn from that. And I feel like most people will learn from that. If I complain, I feel either way I'm being an asshole. Because like if somebody went, if I'm thinking if I worked for somebody and somebody went to my boss and told on me, like snitched on me, I would think that person's an asshole regardless. It doesn't matter if I was doing a great job or not. I mean, that has a lot to do with self-awareness, and that's another one of my icks is like people not having self-awareness. So, like, if the person just doesn't have self-awareness, I mean, like I said before, it's going to reflect in their tip. So either way, you know, you do a great job, you're rewarded for it. You don't, you know, you're not, and that's just how it is for me.
I always leave 20%, but if the service is terrible, I'll still leave 20%. I'll just never go back to the establishment again.
Yeah, you won't do that. I think for me as a server, if I get a bad tip and you didn't say anything to me throughout the entire time you had a meal, I'm pissed. Like if I mess something up, at least tell me. Let me fix it. Like
but that goes. Go ahead.
I like that bothers me so. Like when I was serving, and then I would go check on the table so many times. How is everything? Is there anything I need? And they say everything's great. No, everything's great. And then they don't say anything to you.
But that's good service. You're going back and checking on them, and you're checking on them, and that's good service. So you're self-aware.
No. What I'm saying is then if you leave a bad tip because I messed something up, but you didn't tell me, because this happens so much. People get scared to tell their server that something's wrong with their meal. They got the wrong drink, something's missing, and then they leave a bad tip because they didn't get that thing. And like, servers are humans. We're human beings, right? Like, tell me I made the mistake and let me correct it instead of you letting me continue to come check on you and you tell me everything's okay, and then leaving a bad tip at the end.
So you're being attentive, and what I do, I'm very observant. So I'll watch the waiter. If they're going around checking everybody else's table, if they're really attentive to everyone else, but they're just kind of ignoring us, then that's something different. I monitor what they're doing, and I won't say anything because who am I to like tell somebody that they're not doing their job right when all I can speak from is my own experience. I can only speak from my experience with them. Now, somebody else can have a great experience with them, and that's why I'm watching. And if I see somebody else and they're like, yeah, you're having a great time, we're loving it. But then when they come to us, or they never come to us, then they're just not providing us with the same amount of care that they are with somebody else. And that's fair. They can do that. And that's totally up to them. And their tip is going to reflect that.
Yeah, I think we're talking about two different things.
Possibly talking about two different things. But the thing with me is I can't say there's going to be something wrong. There's never any, like, I wouldn't say there's something wrong with the food. Like, if there's something wrong with the food, I'm going to say it. And that's not the waiter's fault.
No.
If there's something wrong with the drink, again, that's not the waiter's fault. So I'm only judging on my experience with the waiter. I'm not judging on everything else that's out of their control.
Fair. I like that.
Good perspective.
There's this place that like has great food, but the service is terrible. And it makes me angry every time we go there. We went twice and the service has been terrible both times, but the food is great. So it's like,
you just said you wouldn't go back though.
I know, but
I made him go back.
Yeah.
I wanted to.
And also this place, I gave him the benefit of the doubt because it was like Michelin recognized place. So it's like, okay. And then no, it was even worse the second time. So that was the last straw.
They will not have their Michelin star for long.
I actually said to Tom when we left the restaurant, I have no idea how this place has a Michelin star. Like it was.
No, they didn't have a star, but they were
Michelin
recognized.
Sorry.
Either way, though, I mean, those are pretty stringent like criteria you have to meet.
I know.
So interesting.
Also,
all right, give me another classic ick, Lo.
Oh, classic ick. People who don't know the difference between there, and there.
Oh, yes.
That's fire.
It's okay, baby. You're learning.
No, that's such a good one because this is so mean. If I see somebody use there, and there like incorrectly, I immediately am like, oh, they're an idiot.
Or I try to be like, are they talk texting?
That's fair. But I'm like, if you're writing a caption or like, no, I'm sorry. That should have been checked.
In a quick text, I'm like, oh, okay. But for the majority of time, like, it's hard for me when I see that. I'm like, oh, that's a big one for me. There, and there is a big one for me.
Yeah. It just makes me crazy because I'm like, you should know this. Like, this is not rocket science.
Too. Like those ones, like
you're in your. Yep.
You're in your, yeah.
You're in your, it's like you are or your, as in that is yours. And people don't make the differentiation. I'm like, the whole sentence changes when you don't have it right. That's and it makes me crazy. It's silly, but it makes me crazy.
I think that's mostly like a texting thing. You could really only see that over like texting.
Yes.
Yeah. But I feel like so much communication these days is written that I do think it matters, because what if you're sending like a work email? This is a potential client, a potential employer, like depending on what line of work you're in. Even as a business owner, like I don't want people to think that I don't know anything because my way that I respond to written communication, which is a lot of what I respond to, is like not correct. And it doesn't have to be totally formal all the time, but I do think just like simple grammatical, like 2 and 2 and 2 make me nuts too. Like, get it right. You are communicating with someone who is judging you off of that communication. And especially if you are in any type of business or whatever, like people are going to take IQ points away if you don't know that stuff.
4 IQ points removed from you.
Goodbye.
Take those down. That's hilarious. Oh my gosh.
All right, Tom, what else? What else you got? Classic ick. One that like everybody would see.
Using slang as a grown adult.
Okay.
I can't stand that.
Like what type of slang?
Like someone's like, oh, this like slaps, or it's like, oh, this is like a bop. Like young slang.
I do that.
So do I.
Young slang as an adult.
Sometimes something is just a bop.
It is. It is. He's looking at you like, I'm getting the ick.
Tom said this is fire the other day.
I did say I have used it.
He gives me
so hypocritical.
He gives himself the ick.
No, but it's like if that's like,
oh, like every other word.
Yeah, if that's like in your language, like everyday language.
Yeah, like in your vocabulary. Yeah, I hear that.
Oh, okay. No, that I understand, because sometimes it will be like aggressive and you're just sitting there going, okay, do we have any other words in our vocabulary?
Or you have no idea what they're talking about because you're like, I do not follow.
Listen, some of the Gen Z ones lost on me. They make me feel extremely old because I'm like, what is aura maxing? I saw that the other day. I was like, what the hell is that? What is that? I don't know what that means.
I think it's when you're like giving off all of your vibes, like you're like out, like your aura is 100% maxed out.
Your aura maxed out. No, I don't. There are some that are just completely lost on me. Like, people say them, and I'm just like, okay, I don't know what we're talking about. I'm lost.
Vibe checking.
Vibe checking. Oh yeah. Yep. Nope. That's fair. That's fair. I feel like, yeah, you can throw them in every once in a while, but if it's like every other sentence, I'm like, okay, vocabulary has got to be larger than this.
Facts.
We got to have more going on upstairs. All right. What about you, babe? Another classic ick.
For me, and this applies to like when you're just starting to date someone, right? I would say, and this is only applicable for like females. I wouldn't say it's like for men. Like I can care less when it comes to men in this, but texting. So I don't like bad texters. And when I say that, I'm usually dating somebody that's very extroverted. So they're full of energy, they're bubbly, they're happy, they're just chatting a million words per hour. So if I'm engaged in like this back and forth texting, and then all of a sudden they're no longer texting, to me, that's like it's out of sync for me, because the pattern that I have that I've already like programmed for them is to be like this big texter. They're like, as soon as I text them, they're like texting right back. And then when they no longer are texting or they're no longer doing that, it just throws me off, and then I'm like disinterested.
You hear that? I roped him in by sending him novels.
Yes,
love that
she
for
definitely
you.
sent me novels.
Kristen
She
said,
definitely sent me novels. Yes.
Kristen said, I can fill this role. I can do this.
Yes.
This is one thing I know for damn sure
Yeah.
I am good at. World-class, expert level.
Yeah.
100%.
Absolutely.
You want to know what I'm bad about though? This is like crazy of me. Maybe it's because I feel like I'm like always on the go. I can't text as fast as I can talk. So I text a lot, but I don't proofread it. I just fire it. And then it's good luck. Figure out what the fuck I meant to say in that.
I know. I got a text from you the other day that I was like, good thing we're best friends, because otherwise I would have no fucking idea what this said, because it was just riddled with errors. Some of the words weren't quite right, but I was like, I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Wait,
I got you.
I said something and Joe goes, nurse from who? And I was like, I don't know what I was trying to say there. I literally couldn't even correct it because I was like, I have no idea. I have no idea.
I don't know.
I get so many texts and I'm just like, what the fuck? I'm trying to read hieroglyphics.
I know.
And I'm like, what is this? What are you trying to say? And I gotta look at it for like 3
What I'm
minutes.
hearing is Lauren and I are on the same wavelength. She can send me a fucked up text that I'm gonna understand it, but you guys are lost. That's what I hear.
Sorry, guys.
I figure it out
Sometimes.
eventually.
She said sometimes. And he said eventually.
Oh my gosh.
These are
It
great.
takes too long. Okay, I have another one. I don't like somebody who can dish it, but they can't take it.
Mm.
Don't dish it if you can't take, like, don't have something to say. What?
I didn't say anything.
You made
No,
a face.
your
I
eyes.
didn't make, I made a face.
You did make a
Your
face. A
eyes
very
did.
serious face.
I did.
Yes. Everyone saw it. We all reacted to it.
What did I do? I
You
Your eyes
side-eyed me
went back
so
and
hard.
okay, go ahead. Finish what you were saying.
You side-eyed me
Please.
super hard.
If I will chime in, but just I don't want to interrupt you, please.
I feel like you have something to say.
I have nothing to say.
I do. I feel like there is some unsaid things.
But you didn't finish what your
I'll
point.
finish after you.
But
tell me
I
what
can't.
that
I can't unless you finish yours.
To interject here. I want to interject here. Kristen doesn't like someone who can dish it but can't take it. But to be fair, Kristen is so kind. She doesn't dish it. So
No.
like, she is not the type of person to like dish it. Like,
No.
and I love my Kristen. She's sensitive. She doesn't want to hurt anyone's feelings. Like, not in a bad way, but she doesn't
No.
dish it. Like, she lives up to that ick. She doesn't dish it. I dish it and I cannot take it. Don't say one mean thing back to me.
Yes, I think that's what I mean. Like, the way that I approach someone when I'm upset with them is in my mind, I'm dishing it. I'm telling you what it is that I'm upset about, or what it is that has bothered me, or whatever. And then if you can't take that, then I'm frustrated because I feel like I'm not being heard. That's irritating and frustrating to me. And that gives me an ick, especially when it comes to like a potential partner. If I'm telling you something bothers me and you're not hearing it, but when you come at me, you're coming at me hard and mean, then I'm like, okay, so I was really nice and you couldn't handle it, but now you want to come at me nasty. And I didn't do that to you. Like, match the energy here. That's not fair to me.
I see this more in like joking. Like, there are people that like dish it in the sense of like to get digs on people, but you can't do a dig back to them. That's how I see it. Like, they'll rag on you, they'll bring stuff up, but you can't say a word back to them. Like, I could take it occasionally from the right people, but there are certain people, I think exactly what you said, Kris. Like, if it's someone who's ragging on me all the time, but I say something back and they're like, oh, then I get pissed off. I'm like, stop.
Mhm.
This is
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I mean, like that, that's like the other side of it, in my opinion, is like, if you can't have fun and like make a joke that's like at somebody's expense that you have a close relationship with, so they know you're not being a jerk.
Yeah.
But then like they get mad at you, but then they'll do it to you. Then like, I don't know, we have a lot of banter. Like, we give each other shit all the time for stuff. And it's like, it's a joke.
Yeah.
We can laugh. But if you then turned it around and got pissed, that would be upset. Like, that would ick me out. I would just be like, ugh, like, why can't we have fun? So I feel like it's like a double-sided thing. It can be serious. Like, if I'm bringing something up, like, you have to be able to hear me out. But you also then can't turn around turn it around on me and be a jerk. But at the same time, like, if we're joking, then we all need to be able to take the joke too.
100%.
Okay, so now tell me what your look was about.
No, it wasn't about anything. I was just listening to what you were saying.
Oh.
He's scared.
No. The only thing I would say is like when we have conversations about people and just like behavior, if we're watching a show or something like that, and she will come down harder on somebody that does some stuff that she does. And I'm like, wow, you're coming down pretty hard on this person. And you know, some of they share some similar traits. But I'm like, you don't do that with yourself. You know, but everybody's gonna give them everybody's gonna give themselves some grace. So
That's fair.
The most grace. All right, I have an ick.
Okay.
I do not want to hear the water sloshing around in your stomach after you drink. If like
Ew.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. You know when you like drink water, if I am like sitting next to you or walking and I can hear the water sloshing in your stomach, I will never unhear that.
Ew.
Especially
how do you hear that? There has to be some loud sloshing.
No, you can hear it. I just like
You can hear it.
really grosses. It's happened on more than one occasion, and I just like don't ever want to look at the people ever again. I'm like, this is really way too intimate.
So you
You're in their belly. You're in their belly.
Like, okay, you know when you can feel it, like you know when you drink water and you like move one way in like bed and you can feel it, like you can hear it sometimes.
Yes.
And I'm just like,
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like when I can even like feel it. I don't like that feeling. Ew. Yeah. That's a good one. That's a good one
for me.
I don't want to hear your digestive system doing anything.
No.
What about like gargling?
Like gurgling water?
No. Like when your stomach's like
Oh, you're just hungry.
You're
All right,
probably
Tom, give us another ick. We're on a roll. We have a lot of icks.
ungroomed fingernails.
Ungroomed fingernails.
Yeah, that's
We groomed.
Mine are tore up because I broke one on my client's wheelchair and they won't touch my fingernails until it heals. So I'm stuck. We're well overgrown over here.
It's okay.
not like, something bad happens, but like if they're just like gross. Like
Oh, like dirty?
yeah, well, like a
Oh.
little dirt, like the paint's all chipped up. You got your cubicles,
Oh.
all-
Cubicles.
cubicles,
Your cubicles.
your cubicles,
Leave them alone.
all your cubicles,
Oh, your cubicles.
Leave them
all
alone.
your
I'm gonna
squares.
start calling them cubicles just to see if people notice.
Everyone knew I was talking about.
You'll get her back. You'll get her back for that one.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
For the cubicle.
We'll get her. We'll get her
Okay,
back.
wait, I have another one. I have to
Okay,
share.
go.
Okay, like I'm totally fine with men not liking spicy food. That's fine. That's a taste preference, right? What I don't like is if they eat something spicy, I don't want you to be like, it's spicy. Don't do that. Just take it on the chin, swallow it, and go to the bathroom or something.
There's no grown man that does that.
Like, literally don't rush around the table for water and make it like a thing that you can't handle. Like that is such an ick.
Sometimes it's really hot.
Wait,
There's no grown man that does that.
He needs
Wait.
some milk.
let me piggybacking off of that. A man who freaks out when a bug gets near him. Do not start waving your arms around, squealing, running away. That is a bug. You are meant to be my protector from the bugs. If you dip out and start like acting all, oh my God, there's a bee. And you're like, dude, no, that's disgusting. I have so many icks from that. Like I will probably never talk to you again. That's
Oh my God, I love
because
that.
now I don't think that you're going to save me. Like you're not going to save me from bees and bugs and spiders. Like I am going to freak out, but you can't.
Facts.
Which says a lot about me, but that's okay.
What?
You have one?
About spiders?
Another ick.
No, what? I had the fingernails.
I have a list.
Oh, my list. Hold on. We're on deck over here. Don't worry. The girls got lists
Joe, do you
on
have a
lists
list?
on
Do you have a
lists.
big ick list?
Do I have a
No,
big
one of my
list?
other icks is a man being overly confident about a skill and not matching it. Oh yeah, I can. And then they go to do it, and you're like, I don't know about that. That's like a huge ick. Like
You're like, don't hype it
up, and you're just like, this does not match. This does not line up, and now I never want to see your face again.
Exactly. Don't overhype yourself. You're setting yourself up for failure. Unless you know you are going to absolutely crush it and I'm going to be impressed, don't overhype it.
No, you gotta downplay everything.
So I have another one, and this one like might be kind of silly, but people who talk mad shit about their ex, because all I think is, what are you saying about me when I'm not around? Because at one point you cared about and loved that person, and you are talking about them as if they are the worst human on the planet. And I have had some shitty exes. You've had shitty exes. We've all had shitty exes, but I don't spend the bulk of my time talking about how terrible they were.
Sometimes I do.
I think like it's one thing to be like, yeah, they were not great to me. It's another thing to harp on it all the time.
No.
And like that is a topic of conversation where you sort of like build yourself up because you're putting someone else down.
Wait, I have one. This goes hand in hand. Posting about being a mama's boy but treating women like trash, and claiming to love women, but because their ex hurt them so bad, they can't trust anyone anymore.
That's a good one. That's a really good one.
Trust issues be real.
They
You can always
do.
trust your mama.
I don't know about that. I don't know. I mean, piggybacking off that, mama's boy in general, like if you're self-proclaimed, like I'm a mama's boy, I'm like, ugh. Why? Does your mom still like do your laundry and like, do you live in her basement at 30 years old? Like what's happening? No, I don't want to hear that.
Wait, okay. Here's another one.
Okay.
This is highly specific. You're sitting at like a picnic, but there's no table. So you have like, you're sitting on a chair. Ready? I have to push. I don't know if you can see me. I'm going to tilt this down so you can see my lap. And they have their plate on their lap. Instead of just like holding the plate and eating it, they put it on there and then they pull their knees up and then try to eat off their plate.
No, because you look like a troll. You're like a little creature.
Your like little toe, your calves are like flexed and your feet are pointed out and your knees are pushed together really tight and you're trying to eat off your plate. That's a big one for me.
Not sexy. Nothing about that is sexy.
No.
Ew, I'm just picturing it now. I hate it so much.
That's a good
I
one.
hate it
Is there a
so
little
much.
ballerina on your tippy toes?
Like just hold the plate in your hand.
Yeah, just like a normal person, closer to your face.
No need to put it on your lap and like try to like don't do that. I don't want to see you hunched over at all ever.
No. I don't like that. I don't like that. It's
my
gross.
God. Joe?
All right, you're up.
Let's see. Someone someone that's just clumsy. They just have no like coordination. That's a super ick. So if they try to do something that takes a little bit of athleticism, they just look completely unathletic. It's bad.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah, I get secondhand embarrassment.
Yeah. That's bad.
Are it's just things that give you secondhand embarrassment when you see them where you're like, oh.
Yes.
Yeah, I kind of think so.
Yes.
Because like
It is.
every time I like you're just like you feel embarrassed for them doing that.
Yeah.
So
And
you
then the
have
lack
the
of
ick
awareness.
now. Yeah.
And their lack of awareness is the ick because they're not aware that they're doing something that looks like what they're doing.
Oh my God. That looks like what they're doing.
Like if you can see yourself right now, you would be horrified.
Yes.
It's a good
Like,
thing
You can see. If you can only see how it looks. Crazy.
Wait, I have to piggyback off of that though, because this one actually kills me. Someone with a perpetually bad haircut. Why are your friends and family not telling you to get a new frickin' barber? Like your hair looks like shit. You should be able to see that, but if you can't, like somebody should be telling you. Like if your haircut looks like shit, like, oh my God, we were watching, I forget what show we were watching the other day on Netflix. It was one of the like reality shows. I think it was Temptation Island. This dude's haircut was so insanely atrocious.
Jack.
Oh my God.
You're talking about Jack?
Yes. What is the, okay, do you know what
That's the
that thing
worst hair
on
I've ever
his head
seen.
was? Do you know? Okay, I told him, do you remember in the 90s, those like mops that your mom would use to like clean the dust off the fan? That was like that round like head.
Chia pet.
Yes. Yes. I told Joe, I was like, I have to show you a picture of what this kid's hair looks like. And it was that blue brush that everybody's mom had that's like a dome-shaped brush that you would like clean your fan. And I was like, that's what Jack has on his head. Why is he what is going on? And why are the girls into that? Because that is the most hideous haircut I have ever seen.
It's the thing is, it's not a haircut.
It's not.
I think he needs a haircut. That might be the problem.
I think he does need a haircut. And the other one that I can't stand, and this might be like a little more specific because he is so particular like about his hair and his hair, like his haircut being a certain way. Like you pay a lot of money to your barber. A bad fade, especially on a black guy, is just about as bad as it can get. I'm sorry. If it looks like your barber did one level on the bottom and then just did a whole other level on the top, I don't know what the fuck is going on, but you have this like weird, it looks like someone put a bowl on your head and then just like sort of cut around it, but they like shaved around it. And then they left the top like sort of fuzzy and then they like no, I'm sorry. I can't. It's so bad. Oh my God, there was a dude on another show we were watching recently.
Yeah.
And his haircut.
That was the Virgin
so
show. The
Oh
Virgin.
my God, have you watched that?
No, we should watch that.
No,
Virgin.
it's literally everyone on it. It's a dating show, but everyone on it's a virgin. Everyone. So they are awkward. They are. What is the name of the show? We have to look it up. But oh my God, it was the most insane thing I have ever seen. A whole bunch of them were Mormon, and they had like one girl had kissed a man once in her life and had her like real first kiss on camera, and she goes like this.
Oh yeah,
I love that for her.
Yeah, it was, I felt so bad, but she also said her first kiss, the guy bit her and she bled. So I was like, oh, what kind of a first kiss experience is that? Anyway, point is there was a dude on that show who had the worst fade I have ever seen. And I'm sorry, but no, I can't handle it.
Okay, I have another one.
Okay, let's hear it.
I think you'll agree with this. If I am on an airplane with you and we are in aisle 57F, and the airplane lands and you get up and stand in the aisle, like you're going to get off the plane right away. I'm just like, your awareness of time, like just sit the fuck down. Just sit the fuck down.
Yeah.
You're not getting off any faster. Yeah. You're still going to have to wait.
Yeah.
Like that is
oh my God, wait, piggybacking off of that, when it's somebody who gets up and stands in the aisle and then they try to go in front of other people. No, you are a grade A asshole. Sit down in your seat like everybody else and wait. Did we not learn that in preschool? Come on.
What was it when we had the flight and our bag was behind us and we're trying to get our bag and
our bag was one row behind us. So like if the people behind us on the plane hadn't all just like filled in the aisle, we could have just like reached behind to get our bag.
Yep.
And the guy behind us got up and like was in our row, like got up and took a step in like into our row. So it was like now in our aisle. We couldn't get our bag, and Tom and I refused to move until he
wanted us to sit back down so he could go, and then so we could wait and get our bag. And then the guy behind him gave us our bag, and we made the guy wait.
It's not like our bag was like
seat.
It's not like our bag was like 5 rows back. We would have just waited in our seat. Like it was one row behind, like we could have just grabbed it, but he was blocking us so much by trying to get out that we were like, this is insane.
You didn't want to clock him with your bag, basically.
I wanted to clock him with
You wanted to clock him, but you also didn't want to get kicked off the airline for the rest of forever.
No, we were done. We could have just done it and never flown United again. We were going to Dallas.
Yeah.
You know what? Then that brings me to like just not an ick. It's just like inconsiderate people. Especially like when you're walking and you move for somebody and they don't move at all. And I'm just like,
okay,
I will throw hands with you.
But is this an ick or is that a turn off? Like, I think an ick is like secondhand embarrassment. And like what you're talking about is like a red flag. Like I'm done.
Well, if I were with the person that didn't move, I'd be embarrassed for them.
Fair.
Perfect.
I feel like icks can they can be things that give you secondhand embarrassment. I feel like they also can be things that you look for as like a red flag or like you know what I mean? Like I feel like there's like a blurred line there.
Yeah, like when you hold the door for someone and they don't say thank you.
Oh yeah.
The
huge.
worst.
Like
do
I
you-
want to just close the door on them afterwards. It's like you lucky I held that door open for you. You lucky I
You
didn't
know
just
what? I
push
was
you through
thinking
the
about
door.
it. Was like, are you doing that so that you get a thank you? Or are you just being kind and then the person doesn't say thank you and it just grinds your gears?
It's like
That's
no
what I'm
class.
thinking
It's like classless.
Yeah.
I also wonder, like for our icks, right? Doesn't matter who's doing it.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought it mattered who was doing. I thought it was like a
Sorry.
person that you're dating or somebody like a significant other or something like that. I thought that was the
But like, how'd you like some of the icks? I'm like, for example, like, do you have icks if you love someone? Like, is an ick like, can you get over an ick?
No.
See, so this is my kind of take on it, right? I have a long list of icks. I'm not even through my list. We'll get back to it in a minute. But my list of icks is very long. However, if I try to think of something specifically that he does that gives me the ick, I can't think of one. Because I love him and I'm like low-key obsessed with him, which I think is okay. I think it's okay to be obsessed with your significant other. I am. And how I feel is like, because I love you and I'm obsessed with you and I think you're the best thing ever, you might do things that irritate me every once in a while, but they don't give me the ick to where I'm like turned off by you.
because I'm still masculine. Is it because I'm still masculine when I do it?
It might be. It might
When
be.
you're dropping glasses all over the place.
Yeah, it was like one comedian was talking about like when men put on their shirt before they put their underwear on.
Wait,
The pool
Kris,
bear.
we've talked about this before. Shirt, no pants, socks.
Yes.
Don't like it.
I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that ever.
Oh God.
I'm sorry.
And then it
but,
just like is hanging out from the
Like your butt cheeks are hanging out from the back. And you're a grown ass man with his butt cheeks hanging out underneath his shirt.
It's like a toddler with his potty training.
Oh God.
I don't want to see you like that. It's like, it's just like your butt cheeks are out in the back. But if I go around to the front, it's just like your dick's just right there, just hanging out from underneath your shirt. Like, it's not a good look. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it.
Good. That's so good.
I see that
Oh my
at the
God, wait.
gym all the
Piggybacking off
time.
of that. Go ahead.
I see that at the gym all the time, just like especially old dudes. And I think it makes it even worse. I'm like, what are you doing?
No, don't do that. That's
major
not okay. What?
That's a major ick.
Yeah, that's a major ick. And second to that, I don't like, unless you're getting out of the shower and like, wrap the towel around your waist, be like a normal human. When a guy wraps the towel around this part of his body, no, stop it immediately. You're not a woman. You don't have boobs. Put it around your waist like a normal person. What are you doing?
I think he's trying to cover his midsection.
Like he has a little pooch and he's trying to hide it.
Yeah.
Let the pooch out. I'd rather see the pooch than the female towel. Like, no.
Yeah, not all the way up here.
No. Oh,
Okay.
it grosses me out so bad. Oh.
Okay, so I'm trying to think of should we do the listener write-in?
Yeah. Oh my God, yes. So we asked you guys to give us some of your icks, and we actually got a hilarious story that we're going to share now.
So nobody has heard this story but me because I got it.
Yes.
And I'm going to read it.
Okay.
Are you guys prepared?
Yes.
Indeed.
Okay. It says, so one time I was going over to my boyfriend's house earlier than he anticipated. So I called him and he was like, I finished whatever I was doing early, so let me come over. And he freaked out. He's like, no, you can't come over because I'm having to clean my bathroom. And every time I would come over before, he would always tell me I just cleaned my bathroom. So I was like, what the heck? Like, clean your bathroom later. I don't care. Clean your bathroom later. I don't care. And so I went over anyways. And then he was like totally panicking when I got there. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, is he cheating on me with someone who's in the bathroom? So I went into the bathroom.
I'm so scared.
It was just covered in fucking jizz. And I was like, what the fuck is this?
No!
What?
Why was he?
And I was like, what the fuck is this? And he was like, oh, well, yeah, I guess I never told you, but like usually I just masturbate every day and jerk off onto the floor and then get into the shower after and I clean myself off. So the floor was just covered in all of this hard, disgusting, crusted jizz. And it was like that everywhere. And it wasn't just one area. It was like he would just literally jerk off wherever it went and would go. And then I guess on Saturdays, he would clean it up.
He left it for a week?
It was fucking disgusting, and he never could give me a good reason why he wouldn't just jerk off into the toilet or into the shower.
Ew, maybe he had a weird thing about like, that's like a weird fetish. Oh, I hate it.
That's crazy.
Ew, 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 ew. Oh,
You don't
I
like
feel
that?
like I need to shower.
You don't like that?
That's disgusting.
That's weird.
That is breakup worthy. No, I'm sorry. That is absolutely foul. No.
If you can see that and stay with them, you were in it. You love that person.
No.
Oh my God.
No.
I don't know, man.
You can't do that. That's
Also feel like that's a fall
That's
risk.
crazy.
Like, no, I feel like that's a fall risk. Like he needs to put up a sign in the bathroom. Like a slippery when wet type of situation. But like, you don't want to know why it's wet in here.
Slippery all week.
That's so gross. That's the most unhinged thing I have literally ever heard.
So you have to like deep clean your bathroom every week? That's gross.
I hate that. I really hate that. I really do. That really grosses me out. There's no amounts of cleaning that would make that sanitary. I'm sorry.
That was our listener write-in. And
well, listener, I'm so sorry, and I hope you're no longer with that person because oh my God.
That's intense.
You deserve the world.
And it's not that.
Someone who jerks off all over the floor.
And leaves it for a week. And then won't let you come over because he needs to clean it up. I'm sorry. I am so like thrown off. I don't know what I was expecting. It wasn't that. That is absolutely insane. Oh my God. Okay. Well, I guess that's a good place to jump into our unhinged icks because that's pretty freaking unhinged behavior. And I think we can follow it up with some good unhinged icks of our own. So to circle back to where I started with kind of a number one ick of mine, and these really aren't in any specific order, but this one like gets me a lot, especially because I feel like anytime I watch a dating show, I just see these things happen all the time. The unathletic, like men doing unathletic things. I don't want to see you like getting off the couch like an old decrepit man who has to like push himself up off the sofa. Like, no, you should be in good enough shape that you can stand up like a normal human. I also, like you said, I don't want to see you like in a crouched over position with your like little hobbit looking body crouched over like that. Like, it's not cute. And same with like bending over. Like, don't bend over and stick your butt in the air. Not attractive for a man to do. Me, I'm allowed to stick my butt in the air and twerk and do whatever I want. You are not. Stop it right now. Stop it. I don't want to see that.
Bend over and stick. Wait, my biggest one is don't take me horseback riding if you don't know how to ride a horse. I don't want to watch you figuring that out. Like, that is something you go on your own to do, and then you show me you're really good at it and get a cowboy hat. I do not want to watch you like, I don't want that. I don't want to see that. I don't want to dream about it. I don't want it anywhere in my memory.
No, because the next time that you're like trying to be like cute with him, all you're going to picture is him like sitting on the horse and just like bouncing and looking kind of scared and maybe freaking out with that.
Because they'll make him wear a helmet because he doesn't know how to ride a horse. Like,
so you guys are not into cowboys? You guys are not into cowboys?
I'm into cowboys because they don't have to wear a helmet and they know how to ride a horse.
Yeah,
you should go learn this skill where I don't have to watch you learning the skill.
No, I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to see that. I don't. I don't want to watch. Yeah, I don't want to watch you learn to ride a horse. I don't want to see you just like bouncing like that and looking uncomfortable. And also like your body is like jiggling because you don't know that you're supposed to like keep good posture. So the whole time you're just like a fucking noodle. And then you're like, I have to go home with that. I don't think I want to anymore.
Just note to self: never do anything new in front of a woman.
Well, the only person you're ever going to be doing anything new in front of now is Lo, and she has told you that I don't want to see you learning things. So learn it first and then
so
teach
hard.
me.
He just swallowed so hard because he realized what he said. I have like death stare. I'm like, what women are you doing new things in front of?
No, I didn't even catch that. I was like, I'm just thinking about me trying to ride a horse. And I'm going to have to do that alone.
I would like to watch you. I think you could do it.
Well, I could swim.
I think you'd be great at it.
Okay, another thing that gives me the ick.
Okay.
Men in goggles. Not like swimmers, like not swimming goggles, like those clear, big plastic goggles that when they take it off, they have the suction rings around their eyes and like.
Oh, the one that goes over the nose too?
They're like swimming with their little arms like this because they're snorkeling and they come up and like the water comes out of their nose and they have to take the goggles off. And they're like, you want to play mermaids with me? That.
No, it's cool.
Like,
I like
no.
snorkeling. I guess we're never going to do that either.
No, those are the big the face goggles. I'm talking about the goggles.
What goggles are like that?
Like the big snorkel goggles that are like.
Those are fine because you're doing
an activity.
No, you're only allowed to wear those while snorkeling. If you are wearing those just to the pool, ick. Immediately.
Hold on, I'm going to show you. Plastic goggles. Swimming. I'll find them.
Hold, please. Lo is looking for a photo. Inspo.
Okay, you know those goggles you get from like the gift shop because you want to go swimming in the pool and you forgot yours and they're like the really thick.
The kid ones, like the kitty, like, yes, I know what you're talking about.
But they will wear them for adults. And I don't want
and it's not good
wearing those.
I think this one might be a little specific because we were both competitive swimmers. So if you're not wearing competition goggles, ick. What are you doing?
Ick.
Big
That's
ick.
such an ick.
Those ones are. Okay.
Yes, those are exactly the ones I was picturing.
And like sometimes they're white, sometimes they look. I mean, come on.
How are you supposed to go home with that later and think that it's sexy?
At least you got paid.
You can't.
You did get paid.
You can't.
That's a big one. Goggles.
That's a big one.
Goggles are.
The goggles.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Tom, give us an unhinged ick.
An unhinged ick.
Yeah, something that's like, this is probably ridiculous, but I'm here for it.
Unshaved legs.
Unshaved legs?
Yeah.
Yeah, and armpits
Really,
too.
you feel like prickly underneath the covers and everything?
Like hairy legs and armpits.
Yeah.
Come on. Keep it low. Keep it low.
Like Amazon people?
Yeah.
Like you live in the wilderness?
Yeah. And the vajayjay, like hair on the vajayjay, like, nah.
I could go a whole month.
Without shaving?
She's just rubbing me with their legs, and I'm like, oh, what are you
doing? In the
doing?
winter specifically, this is an issue for me because I have ADHD, so taking an everything shower is like a big feat for me. And I have to be like in the right mindset to do this. And then the issue is I might be in the right mindset, but I'm not in the right like time set. So like it's not long enough. So I was ready, but now I can't because I can't shave my legs today. And then I won't be ready for another 5 or 6 days. And that's a problem because now it's been 9 days.
Yep.
So it's okay. He still loves me. So technically it's not really an ick for me. He just doesn't enjoy it.
Yeah.
No, I don't enjoy it.
You like no hair.
No hair.
No hair.
No hair.
He doesn't.
Smooth.
Yeah.
Everything smooth.
Razor.
I think for you, it's like you feel like it's unhygienic.
I like the look of it too. I like the look of everything when it's just smooth.
I think
I'm very visual.
I think
Yeah.
that if you want me to be hairless, you can pay for me to get laser.
They have
See,
razors.
laser won't work on me. I'm too blonde.
What? It kills
It
the hair
won't work. They
follicles.
told me that there's not enough contrast between my hair and my skin.
Oh, I don't know how it works, but
Yeah, it wouldn't be able to target the follicle, but yeah. So I keep up with the shaving. I don't shave my legs as often as I shave everything else, but
no.
I think it's only fair. I keep everything low.
You
It's
do.
like,
you do.
we gotta just.
You do.
That's how you gotta do it.
But you were like, I'm a
It's
very
teamwork.
he goes, I'm a very visual person. I'm just like, say you like having sex with the lights on without saying you like having sex
Yes.
with the lights on.
Yes.
It's okay.
You are so visual. That's so funny. That you talk about that a lot.
Yes.
He's very visual.
It's very true.
That's why we have a mirror at the foot of our bed.
Oh my God, stop.
There you go. That's how visual he is.
My ears, I'm like 4. I can't hear enough.
You're not though. Like this is an adult conversation.
You have to appreciate those things. You have to appreciate like your body and every part of it. Like there's a lot that goes in. You put in a lot of work. You put in a lot of work on your body. So you have to appreciate every part of it, every piece, every crevice, everything.
When we first started dating, it freaked me out because I was just like, I don't think I look good enough to do all of this with the lights on.
Also, like,
But
have you
now-
ever met anyone more self-deprecating than me? You think I
No.
love the way I am, that my look, my body? I was just talking to a friend. She actually texted me this, which I thought was so funny. She was like, there are people in this world, and she pointed to herself, and then she pointed to me in the video, and she goes, where other people will insult you, and you just laugh because you're like, ha, you should have heard the stuff I said to myself this morning. This is child's play. I'm like, yes.
Yeah. I mean, we're all hard on ourselves, but I feel like actually it gave me a different level of confidence because I was just like, if he's not obsessed with how I look, I should be not obsessed with how I look because
that's a good exercise for people to do. Just like look at each other naked. Just appreciate each other's bodies. Just
now I run around naked all the
Appreciate
time.
my body.
I appreciate.
that's how you got to do it.
Just,
Tell them that.
We're gonna get a
I
mirror.
mean, we
top
run
of
thankfully because we can like close all of our like wraparound windows or whatever. They all have blinds that you like can't see through. So after the blinds go down, we can run around butt naked and nobody would know.
Yeah.
We do.
I mean, we kind of run around butt naked when the blinds are open.
Every once in a while.
Yeah.
Your neighbors love you guys.
They probably do, honestly. Because honestly, literally directly across from us is a hedge fund building, and they're in there working, and sometimes we'll just be running around and like, woo, they're getting working a show today.
Kristen's rubbing her boobies on the window.
I'm like, hey, sorry your day sucks at work. Here, is
Like,
it
look at
better
this
now?
smiley face. Boom, boom.
Honestly, our neighbors have probably seen some shit.
Oh yeah, of course. Definitely. Definitely. I mean, she just has her butt cheeks out when we're making up the bed.
I
butt
do.
Butt cheeks out and
I have
everything.
underwear on, but it's a thong, so my
Yeah.
booty cheeks are out. Hey, listen, I work hard
Yeah.
for this.
That's when all the guys they come out and sit on the balcony at the hotel. They sit there, they act like they're on their laptops doing work.
And they're just like, look at this girl's booty cheeks.
Then they have binoculars. They're just looking through.
you don't even need binoculars. You can literally see like right across. It's right there.
No, I have another ick.
Ooh.
I will read. Men who are scared of the doctor.
Oh, interesting.
Men who think that they are better than healthcare. Like they don't need a doctor. They are scared to go. Like they don't want to go. Like I can't stand that. I'm like, what?
I don't need a doctor.
But there has to be, I feel like there has to be a purpose. Like there needs to be a purpose because if you go to the doctor most of the time, they're going to be like, you're in great health. What are you doing here?
Mm-hmm.
If you're a healthy person, you're going to go there. I mean, for majority of the population, they need to go and then they're prescribed medication, the same medication that pretty much everybody takes. High blood pressure medication, high cholesterol, your diabetes. It's the same. Everybody's pretty much on the same drugs.
But like if they're sick, like
if they're sick, yeah,
or like hurt or
hurt,
anything,
definitely.
and they're like, no, I don't want to go to the doctor. Just go to the fucking doctor.
Yeah.
I don't want to
Yeah.
hear you. One, it's not even I don't want to hear you complain about this for one more day. Like, go to the doctor.
Yeah.
Like,
this seems targeted. This seems very targeted.
No, he does go to the doctor when he's sick. This is a significant, ex-significant other of one of my friends.
Oh.
And drove me insane. What?
Well, because you can't complain about it if you're not willing to like go figure it out.
Yeah.
Never been to the doctor. Never.
Oh.
Wow. He's still alive.
I don't know for how long.
Not for long. I was gonna say, yikes. Yikes.
If you don't go to the doctor, you're number 6.
That's not how it works.
That's a hot take.
Hot take.
That's not true.
So I have another, this is so ridiculous, but when men sit with their legs crossed, stop crossing your legs. What are you doing? What?
Like crisscross applesauce?
Like anything, don't have your leg over your knee like this. I don't like that because
bad for your hips.
Well, and let me tell you why. Because, and this is probably like a me issue, but like all I can think is like either you're crushing your dick or it's so tiny that you're not.
You're definitely crushing your meat.
Where are your balls?
Yes, you're definitely crushing your meat and your balls.
You're crushing everything. Unless it's so tiny, it's a micro penis, then maybe you're not. But if you are sitting like that, that is my assumption. Either you're crushing everything and you're wildly uncomfortable, and I don't know why you do that to yourself, or you have a micro penis. There is no in between.
Your balls are hiding between your butt cheeks.
That is a horrifying thought. Oh my God.
It doesn't seem comfortable at all.
I don't know, but men do it, so I don't understand. Maybe there's a lot of micro penises out here that we don't know about.
I feel like a lot of older people sit like that.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
they're hanging, so they
they're on the floor, so
they got the wraparound balls.
down.
That elasticity is just gone.
They're down by their knees. They're not feeling that.
Yeah, but like if you're still sitting on a seat, like that's a lot of weight in one area going straight down. I don't.
Oh.
Tom's like, when you think about this with like the physics of it, it just can't, it doesn't know. It doesn't make sense.
It means they don't have testicles.
Basically.
King
Hot
doesn't
take.
have testicles.
Yeah, you got those removed so he wouldn't have any little king babies.
He should have reproduced. He's so great. We should have
He
let
is.
him.
He's been very good today.
I know.
There's no anxiety during today's sessions.
He doesn't have any anxiety to worry about.
All comedy today.
Have any anxiety.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
have any.
Comedy.
So he's not. This is a funny one, so he's not over. He's actually
fine.
sleeping. He's currently sleeping.
Poor King.
It's like, oh, she's talking about icks today. I can tell.
I'll be all right.
He's like, I don't have to monitor her heart rate.
He did try to get over the wires before.
I did yell at him.
Well,
I have
you
a
know.
question.
Yeah.
What I really want to try to classify the difference between like an ick and a red flag. Like, what do we feel like the difference is between an ick and a red flag?
I think a red flag is more a behavioral pattern.
Okay. So like if I were to say one of my icks is like lateness, just because I have time blindness because of my ADHD, I'm like chronically early. Like I have to be right there, right then. Like when people are late, that's a huge ick, but that's more of a red flag because that's okay.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like trying to like differentiate between the two.
Yeah, like an ick is like a one-time thing that you like watch them do that like use like chasing a ping pong ball. Like I don't want to see that. But that's not like a characteristic trait, right?
Yeah.
Like I guess the difference is like, is it a characteristic trait or is it just like a one-time occurrence that you're like, oh my God, please never do that again?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's like if you're following it and like
you're like running after it.
Yeah, but if you could just
I feel like an ick is maybe a little bit more like kind of like funny and innocuous. Like you hate it in the moment, but it's not like the thing that's going to break the straw that's going to break the camel's back type of deal. Because that would be more of like a red flag. Like this is a do not cross type of moment. Like we can't get past this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's something small, but it's like it's like small, but you can't unsee it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it makes all
Which
the hairs. It makes all the hairs on your body go up, and you're like,
Yeah.
Yes.
ugh.
Like, okay, I have another one, and this is very specific. I think because of our professions, low, but a man with either, this is so bad, like a lisp or a non-manly voice. Like, I don't want to hear a high-pitched voice on a man that I am dating. That I cannot do it. And if you have a lisp or whatever, all I'm going to want to do is fix it all the time. Every
Yeah.
time you open your mouth, I'm just going to want to fix it.
Yeah, that's hard for.
That's it. I can't handle it because I can't have it sound like children I used to work with when I'm talking to my significant other.
I would fix it. Is the thing is that it wouldn't even be an ick because I would just be like, let's sit down 30 minutes a day. We're going to practice.
And we're going to fix this. But I think it would initially, like first date, it would give me the ick because I wouldn't know going in that it was there.
True. I think I'd be thrown off, but I would know. Maybe it depends on how serious it was.
Yeah.
Like, are we talking about like a lateral lisp or like a frontal lisp occasionally? Or like heavy lateral, like a severe lateral lisp, or like a more moderate one because Noah Khan has a lot lisp and like I love him and he doesn't give me the ick.
Yeah. No, I think for me, just if you are having problems speaking your words correctly, your phonemes and everything correctly, then all I'm going to be hyper focused on is how to fix it, not what you're saying.
Yeah, no, I do.
And I think I would be seriously incapable. Like, because he and I met online, one of the biggest concerns I had was we had not spoken on the phone before I went and met him for our first date. And my main thing was, as long as he doesn't have a lisp or a high-pitched voice, it'll be fine. And as soon as he opened his mouth and greeted me, I was like, oh, thank God.
Oh, we're safe.
You guys didn't even like FaceTime or anything?
No.
They met at a restaurant, remember?
We texted for like a week and then we met at a restaurant because he's not a phone guy. He doesn't like to talk on the phone.
No.
He actually hates it with a passion.
Yeah.
Okay, red flag. Speakerphone talking.
What?
Speakerphone talking in public with people around.
That is so bad.
I actually yelled at a lady.
That's common here.
Store. I yelled at a lady at the bagel store for doing that one time.
Did
and people in the store were like, thank you. And I was like, yeah, what the fuck? She's on speakerphone. And I said, I don't need to hear your conversation. She said, excuse me. I said, the speakerphone. And then she got embarrassed. And one time we were in the sauna at the gym and this guy walks into the sauna. There's like 10 people in there, right? 10 people in there. Walks into the sauna on the phone. Like yelling on the phone. Like at first he was like trying to be like quiet and was like, yeah. And then occasionally, then he just like started talking. So it was all guys in the sauna and I was the only girl. So I was like, okay, none of these guys are going to say anything because like it would cause a fight. So I just said, excuse me, can you take that phone call outside? And he was like, oh, yeah, sorry. But I was like, the lack of social awareness here.
Yes.
Like, get out.
Yes.
And then all the guys were like, thank you. I was like, yeah. What the fuck?
Yeah, no. You know what the other one that drives me nuts is? When people take a phone call, even if it's not on speakerphone, but just take a phone call in the gym. Go literally anywhere else. Because everyone around you is trying to work out, be in the zone, like get shit done, get in and get out. And you're hogging the machine because you're not really paying attention to what you're doing. You're on the phone or you're on the treadmill and someone is right next to you. They are not trying to have or listen to a conversation. They are trying to listen to their music, be in the zone, enjoy their workout, and they can't because you are so rude and your lack of social awareness is so high that everyone around you is now stuck listening to you talk when for a lot of people, the gym is the place where they decompress and now they can't because you are just eating up the airspace and sucking all the air out of the room. And that just is the worst. I hate that. I think it is the most rude thing you can do. And people in our building do it all the time.
What about in the stretching area?
Insane. I mean, I think at Equinox, they would, because they have like signs everywhere that say like, take it outside. So if you're like taking a long phone call, I think like staff would come up to you. But whenever we go to the gym in our building, there is always somebody down there doing some bullshit business deal that's probably not even real, which I'll get into some other time because I have beef about that too. But like they act like they're doing all this shit and they want you to know, they want you to hear it. And you're just like, I don't give a fuck. Get out of here. You're obviously not working out. Leave. Please
Literally.
go somewhere else. Because I am actually working out and I don't want to hear this conversation because this is my therapy zone.
I love that. I just stare at them.
I get dirty eyeballs.
Stare at them. And then if they look at me and ask what, I'll tell them what.
I just give like really dirty looks out of the side of my eye, but he told me I shouldn't do that because he doesn't want to have to come save me one day from somebody getting angry.
Bombastic side eye.
I think that there's a level of like being comfortable saying something versus not. Like if I was alone in the gym and someone was doing that, I would probably just say nothing.
Mm-hmm.
If there were like other patrons there and they're also annoyed, I feel this like sense of like justice that, and I don't give a crap. I'll say something.
Yeah.
We're all thinking it. Like
Someone has to.
I'd rather say it than continue on for the next 45 minutes annoyed. I'd rather say it and be the bad guy right then and there and then have an enjoyable next 45 minutes than be annoyed for the rest of the time and then have to continue to look at them.
That's fair. What do you think about that?
I think that's fair as well.
Yeah. You don't
No.
really.
But you wouldn't go up to anybody and say anything to them.
No.
No. Yeah.
I would just be
You just-
annoyed.
Look at him, phony.
Yeah. I like give him dirty looks. But also, like, I don't want to start a fight that I can't end. And I don't want to, like, start something and then I'm like, babe, help me. Come save me. Because, like, then that puts him in a position. And, like,
Babe,
that's not fair.
I always step up and do stuff.
You do.
I always step right in people's way.
You do.
Anytime somebody steps in front of you in the gym,
Yes.
gets in the mirror, I go stand right next to them.
Yes, you
and then
do.
eventually I move them right out of the way.
He does do that. But I'm
What
talking
do
about
you
phone call.
mean?
You don't really like it doesn't bother you.
So if somebody comes and like, you know how like if you're on a bench working out and the mirror's right in front of you, like the weights are in front of the mirror, and then like you can see yourself working out, whether you're doing curls, you're doing your presses, dumbbell presses. Sometimes people come and grab dumbbells and stand in front of her.
Yes.
And then she'll look over at me. And before she even looks over at me, I'll just get up and do an exercise like shoulder raises. Usually it's shoulder raises because that moves everybody out of my way. So I'll go right next to him and do shoulder raises when my arms are coming right in front of his face, and he'll just move right out of the way.
Because you also have like the world's longest arms.
Yeah.
Oh, I would rather let them know that what they did was just so socially unaware. I would tap them on the shoulder and say, do you mind moving over a little bit? You're standing right in front of me.
Yeah,
So
but
that
I'm like
next
not.
time they're more cognizant.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they don't do it to me.
They don't.
They'll do it to her. They don't do it to me. They see me standing, they see me working out like maybe 2 benches down,
Yeah.
and they will never come and stand in front of me, but they'll go and stand in front of her.
Yeah.
That's why Kristen's got to say something to him. And you have
I
to
know.
say it really nice. Excuse me, do you mind just moving over? You're standing right in front of me. Really
But
nice.
I feel like, yeah, I'm not assertive like that. I don't. Also, because I will say, like, sometimes I don't know how, especially people here are going to respond because some people like truly think that the world revolves around them. And I don't feel like comfortable doing that. Not because like he wouldn't have my back, but because I don't want to start something that like, I don't know, that like makes me uncomfortable.
What are they going to do? Yell at you and be like, no? And you're going to say, okay. And then
No,
other people
because
are gonna
then I know
recognize.
if they respond that way, then he's gonna come over and be like, what's going on? Because he's always gonna have my back. And so for me, because I would rather not, I would rather just let him handle it because he'll see it if it's happening and it's like bothering me. Because he's aware.
We work out together sometimes, but even when we're at the gym together, we're not like right on top of each other. There was one time at the gym where when we were parking, that guy in the G-Wagon.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Our gym is like super crowded and really crazy crowded. And there's this guy in a G-Wagon and there was like no spots. And he parked over the line and took 2 spots on purpose. So I squeezed my car in right next to him in the spot so he couldn't open his door. And he was like, excuse me. And I said, you parked over the line. He goes, I did that on purpose. And I just rolled up the window and I got out of my car and I went into the gym.
That was insane.
Car and go out the passenger side.
He was like, just like the sheer, like, I'm trying to think of the word, narcissism.
Oh yeah, it was
of
just,
like
crazy narcissism.
You're in a packed parking lot and you think you could just take 2 spots because you drive a G-Wagon.
Like people have been driving around for 15 minutes looking for a spot. Like it
Wow.
was slammed.
That's rude.
Wow.
People were parking like on the grass, not in spots. Like it was so rude.
We laughed at him.
Yeah,
like,
we did laugh
in
at
his
him.
face.
When we rolled up the window, we were like, okay.
Yeah. Okay, dude. Like, have a good one. It actually reminds me. Do you remember when we were at the mall and we were waiting for the charging spot?
Oh
So,
yeah.
like, we were waiting to charge our car because all the charging spots were like, people were in them, but one was like getting almost finished, and the people were getting in to like move their car, and we were going to move in. So we were sitting there waiting, and this other car, as they pull out, flies in front and pulls in. As we're waiting, he literally got out of the car. The dude took one look at him and was like, sorry, bro, got back in his car and removed himself. Because I was like, when you see these muscles get out of the car, like, you don't want no part of that. Like, he was not, all you had to do was look at the guy. And he was just like, sorry, bro.
I would have had steam coming out of my ears.
I did. He didn't. He was like very calm, just stepped out of the vehicle, and the guy was like, sorry, bro. Sorry. Were you waiting? Like, you knew we were waiting. You saw us sitting here waiting. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, the entitlement. That's
The
word we're
entitlement.
looking for.
People are very entitled.
Yeah.
Entitlement. They
The
are.
worst. Ew, there's an ick. Entitlement.
Yeah, entitlement is an ick.
Just
It
like
is.
being a jerk for no reason. Like, come on. Let's not do that.
Or men who don't like animals that are just like, oh, I'm not an animal person. Like, I am just like, why? What do you mean? Do they not like you? Is that an issue? Like, that's another thing. Like, if my dog doesn't like you, that's a problem. That's a problem for me. I'm like, My
What's
dog
he
would,
picking up on?
My dog would lead a burglar to the best things in my apartment. So why doesn't he like you?
It's an issue.
Just looking at him.
He's knocked out.
He's fine. He's chilling.
Little
Today, he's chilling.
happy. He is.
Yeah. Did you
You
have
haven't-
another unhinged dick, babe?
You said what?
Do you have another unhinged dick?
No,
No.
I thought we were just doing one and then going to the next.
No. We were just
Oh, yeah.
kind of throwing. Lauren and I have a long list, so we've just been throwing in lots.
I think
Of
icks
icks.
are more of a woman thing.
Do you think so?
I think women have a lot more icks.
Icks are definitely icks are like projections. They're just like projections of things
No.
that like
No.
what
No, men are just icky. And you guys do a lot of weird, icky things, and women are not. And
Yeah.
that's just it. Men are yucky and icky.
oh god.
Ew, gross, yuck. Ugh. No, I'm just kidding.
Literally, ew, disgusting.
That's it.
Kristen said, Lauren, what's your ick? Men.
minus our men. All
Yeah.
other men though. You can go somewhere.
Sometimes. Oh, yeah.
Wait, okay. I have to tell you. So, did you guys watch the most recent Temptation Island?
Yeah.
Okay, because we were just talking about that.
Season 2?
Yeah, season 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so the guy that is, you're gonna know who it is as soon as I say it. He gives me everything he does is an ick to me, but how he was constantly talking about how he was like, oh yeah, in college I was such a hoe. I was such a hoe in college. I was just such a hoe. Yes.
Yeah.
Everything that dude did gave me the ick. Everything. Every time he would like open his mouth or he would walk and his arms would like swing behind him like he had no body control. I was just like,
Yes.
ugh.
That's it.
ugh. I have such an ick about that. Like, handle your body like it has some structure to it.
Yes.
Well, I just feel like anyone who has to self-proclaim themselves as anything, like if you have to self-proclaim yourself as a hoe, if you have to self-proclaim yourself as nice, if you have to self-proclaim yourself as funny and easygoing, like you're most likely not that thing. Like you shouldn't have to self-proclaim yourself as that.
Yes.
Like you're just not that.
Yeah.
Isn't that just a description? Like if you ask someone like, you know, the type of person that they are, they're going to say, you know, people say that I'm funny. People say this, people say that. Well, so, okay, I guess you're saying self-proclaim.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's like feedback from other people. So if other people told him he's a hoe, he's going to say, okay, I was a hoe because other people told him. That was their observation of his actions.
No, that is a dude with no game, just running around being like, I was a hoe, I was a hoe.
But
So
that might be
people think that
feedback.
he has game.
That might be feedback. That might be feedback from others, feedback
dude
from
has-
friends,
no.
feedback from family.
That
Like
dude has no game.
that's usually where people get this information from. Is feedback.
But don't you think some of it is like just people, like it's what they wish they were? Like they think that that's what they
I mean, definitely.
want to be. So they just tell people that's who they are, but it's not.
Definitely. But his girlfriend, she literally said he was a hoe. She said he was a hoe in college. So by her saying that, I mean that was probably the word on campus.
But then we watched him, and
I
he
think
was
he's a goober.
literally
I think he's a
friend-zoned
goober.
by everyone.
I
Yeah.
think he's a goober, but at the same time, I knew he was in a frat. So as soon as I saw him, I was like, oh yeah, he's definitely a frat boy.
No, I have to tell you
Yeah.
the funniest thing. He goes, he's definitely in a frat, and I feel like he is from from North Carolina. And no lie, the next episode, somebody's like, "Oh, where are you from?" And he's like, "Oh, just north of Charlotte or something." And I was just like, "How
Yeah.
the fuck did you know that?" And he was like, "He just gives North Carolina vibes." I'm like, "What does that mean?"
You know what? I see that. I think that for me, like the self-proclaiming is like when you say it over and over again. It's like, who are you trying to convince, yourself or me? Like, I don't need to hear this 9 times. Like you said
That's
it
fair.
one word.
Yeah.
That's it.
When you're trying
don't
to beat
need
a
to say it
dead
again.
horse.
Yeah. Like, and he,
Yeah.
I think that was the thing, is that he like harped on it. Like he wanted us to believe that.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he was trying to say that to get the girls in the house to be like, oh, he's a hot commodity. But I think
Yes.
it was like the opposite of it. It
Yeah.
gave him
Yes.
Well, then he
Because they
cried.
all friend-zoned him.
Because he's the goofball.
Yes.
He was such a goober.
Yeah.
Such a
He was
goober.
like, he's very, you know what? He's got a lot of layers though. He's very complex because like I will say, no, watching him was like very interesting because one minute he was like trying to hide it and he was like, oh, I don't care. Then the next he's like, she's the love of my life. I'm gonna jump off this cliff. I don't know what. He's like,
Fair. That's the facade. The facade was over. It was done.
Wait.
The mask came off.
And what about and did you notice that one? It was like one scene where he had just like gotten some really upsetting news about like what she was doing in the house, and he walked away like a little toddler, and there was like a tree, and he walks and he picks something off of the tree and throws it, and Joe was like, "Did you see that?" And I was like, "That is a temper tantrum of
He's a spoiled brat. He's just a spoiled brat. He's probably like an only child, or you know, he's just spoiled. He's spoiled. That's it.
I know. Well, he did say his dad was like a lawyer or something. So I do think he grew up kind of silver spoon type of thing. But like it just was everything he like did and said. I was just like,
yeah, he's a goofball.
No.
Yeah, he was tough.
No. He did not come off well, in my opinion. And I mean, I get that they're in a hard situation, but like, whoa.
Tell me, wait, let's talk about, I have a question.
Yeah.
If Temptation Island DM'd you guys, would you go on?
Honestly, my answer
There's
would
not
be
answering. No, wait, I want Joe to answer first.
oh.
I'll be down. I told her I would be down for us to go on the show, but she's like, no.
No. My
No.
thing, like, no.
She just said no.
Like he's fine with it, whatever, like with us doing it. But I also just like, for me, like it's not that I would worry about anything happening because I don't feel like it would. I really don't. But I don't have any interest in being away from him for that long in that situation. Like nothing about that seems like enjoyable to me. And I don't feel the need to test our relationship in that way because I feel like the real world tests you a lot. And like, I don't know, we have a lot of trust. So I feel like going on the show really wouldn't prove anything to me because I already trust him. Like he doesn't even have a wandering eye. So why would I think that would be a situation where he would get caught up? Like, no.
Yeah, Tom was like, yeah, we would go on. I'm like, who's we?
Yeah, no. It sounds like they want to go on, but we're both like, yeah, I'm good.
It's not like I want to go on. It's like if they reached out, I wouldn't have a problem going on the show.
That's fair.
No,
that's fair.
I'm not stable enough to be on a show like that.
No,
that's what makes you famous. That's what blows you up right there.
No,
well, that's what I said.
No,
that's the good. That's the good thing.
Remember, I told you that I am the most gullible person ever. Like, you tell me something, and I'm like, yeah, that's it. Like, they show me these videos, I'm like, oh, he's getting married to her. Like, I would be a wreck. I could not, even though I would know. It would be like, it's hard to like see some. Okay, let me go back, because my anxiety fills in gaps. Without them giving me all of the information, my anxiety would fill in the gaps with the worst possible situation. And to me, that would be fact. And I wouldn't do well. Like, they would need to put me on like the max amount of Lexapro possible to go on that show. I would be a zombie. I'd be like, I don't care.
Yeah. I get that. I think it would send me into an anxiety spiral that I'm not in. So yeah. Like for me, that would just, I don't think I would be in a healthy headspace at all. And not because I would necessarily be worried, but because again, like you're not given all the information. And so like the anxiety would just, like kind of fill in the blanks and be like, oh my God, is he falling? Oh my God, he's falling for them. But like, I know that's not the case, but I don't know because my anxiety is like, maybe not.
Yeah.
So if they reached out to all of us, you guys would be like, no.
Well, if I could go on there with Kristen, I would think.
Yeah, if I could go with Lo.
If I could have Kristen, I think I'd be much better.
Oh yeah. If I had Lo, I know I could handle it. I also know that people would probably be like, wow, these bitches are really fun when they're just like hanging out with each other, but they're boring. They don't talk to like anyone because they're just like in their own world.
I would be also, I don't know if I would be like nice to the men in the house. And Kristen knows that about me.
Yeah.
I don't think I would be like kind to them. I'd be like, why are you talking to me? You know what I would say to them? I know that this is a show, but do you really think I'd want to be with you knowing you're going after me when I have a boyfriend? What are you going to do to me when we leave here? Like, I literally would be like, I don't want this. Like, go get a girl who's single. This is pathetic.
Mm-hmm.
That's not like, I'm on the show right now. This is me. I'm getting upset. Like I'm on there.
But then the producer would have to come and talk to you guys. That's how they do when the producer comes. It's like, you have to
and I would be like,
participate in the show.
And I'm gonna be like, what?
And I'd be like, all right, Flo, they said we have to participate. So like, we're going to go over here and we're going to dance and everyone's going to be like over in their little space. And Lauren and I are just going to be in the corner dancing, having a good time. Doesn't make for the best TV.
Doesn't.
Honestly, actually, that might be the best TV. Because like, think about all the great like shots of Amaya on Love Island. It was her like talking to herself, hanging out, being herself. Like, if they could just get us dancing around and being absolutely unfucking hinged as we have always been when it's just the two of us hanging out, like they might get some really good content. It just won't be like Temptation Island with the men content.
Yeah, I'm not tempted.
Me neither.
Thirsty men who can't get single.
Are you kidding me? Nobody is going to be able to compete. So I would just be like, did you see what I came here with?
You know what gives me the ick?
What?
All of the people on Temptation Island who have to do like the intros and their little one-liners. I get the ick watching those. I'm like, oh, you didn't say that. Like, it makes me so uncomfortable. I'm like, that's insane. Like, when somebody said something and one of the girls like smiled, I'm like, I would be like, you can take your bracelet back. That was not okay.
I don't want to, like the guy that was the surfer. I don't even remember, but they'll be like, oh yeah, I'm a surfer. I'm going to give you a ride on my board. I'm like, ew.
Yeah.
Why did you say that? Don't say that. Shut your mouth.
That's what y'all say now. And then y'all get on the show and these guys say stuff to y'all and then your response is totally different.
No, my response would be,
they're selling us. They're selling us right now, Tom. They're selling us.
My response would be, tell me your name and that's it.
Yep. Don't give me that bullshit one later because I'm going to laugh.
Your name and your job.
Yeah.
What do you do for work? And that's it. We don't need a little one-liner.
If you give a one-liner, I'll probably laugh in your face because I also laugh when I'm uncomfy. So I would just be like, oh. You were
Yeah.
serious. You meant that. You said
Tom
it
would
with your whole
love
chest.
it.
Why
Tom
would I love it?
Temptation Island.
Why would I love it? Let's hear it. Why?
He would love Temptation because you're so handsome. All the
So does that
girls would
have
be
to-
like, Tom, you have such nice hair. I would make him get a buzz cut before we went.
You'd be like, no hair.
That's the fuck with his chance.
No, take him to get a really bad fade. That's even
Yeah,
better. A really bad
Can't
fade.
get fades anymore.
He's not allowed.
No.
Can't get
No.
fades anymore. Look at this head hair.
You got it. It would take the right barber to be able to make a fade work for you, I think.
He used to try. The barber used to give him bald spots.
It's just I can't find the right
Oh no.
person.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
No, he was good, and then it was bad, and then the
No.
next, like no one can do it right.
No. He was bad. And then Tom texted him and was like, yo, this side of my head. And he goes, oh, is it the right side? I always fuck that one up.
Oh no. Go to Style Seat. Go check out Style Seat. Styleseat.com. And just you can look at all the barbers' work in your area. Like look at like a 15-mile radius and you'll find some good ones.
Yeah, I kind of do this one thing where I kind of just like go, I like try them out, I hear good things, and then I'm like, it's not what I'm looking
He needs
for.
to get scissor cuts. His hair's too long. He doesn't. He's all scissor cut.
Yeah.
I unfortunately now have to like go to like a real this
Salon.
one
Yeah,
place.
stylist,
I
like a
went to-
hairstylist.
Yeah, I was getting like someone would like practice on my hair, and it ended up being like one of the better haircuts I ever gotten. They were like new, but they were just practicing like they were like apprentices.
Yeah.
I gotta go back to that place,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but it was in the city so far.
Oh, yeah, that's like a hike. Especially for like just a haircut, because you have to get that done a little more frequently. That'd be a
Yeah.
big time commitment.
How frequent do you have to get a hair? How frequent would you have to get it done?
I get it done. I would like every 3 weeks.
Okay. That's not bad.
If it's a good haircut, I could go like a month and a half. But if
Okay.
it's like crappy, then I have to go frequently because it's like you see how this is like poking out.
Yeah.
It should be the same on each side, but like closer and more tapered. But this is just like they're
Yeah.
uneven. Why are they uneven? They shouldn't be uneven sides. Look at that.
But you don't normally part it on the side.
What do you mean?
Don't you normally part it down the middle?
Yeah, so that's why it should be even.
But it's not down the middle. That's why it's not even.
Yeah, but no, look at the lengths.
This ties in with the ick about haircuts.
You're pulling two different parts of your hair.
No, they're the same side. It's the same side.
Where are you? And I'm so sorry.
I cannot sleep. I cannot dream tonight.
Okay, one thing is this shouldn't be a straight line.
Yeah, we got to get a barber in here next week.
Next week. That's a task for next week.
Like if my haircut takes 30 or 20 minutes, not even 20 to 50, it's a shitty haircut. Like you gotta put some time into it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, your haircuts are long.
Yeah. Definitely check out Style Seat. Style Seat, and there's another app. I'll send it over to you. But you'll find some really good stylists on the hairstylists and barbers on there. Yeah.
Love that. Oh.
And then
Any
you'll be able to
last
figure it out. Yeah, I was gonna say, let's close it out with one ick that might be an unpopular opinion or controversial. So my controversial kind of hot take ick is I get the ick if a man has no experience with women. And that might be unpopular, but I want you to have dated women before me. I don't want to be your teacher, your first go around. I don't want to have to teach you everything you need to know. I want you to come in with some experience and know what you're doing. And I mean that across the board when it comes to dating, when it comes to bedroom. Like it's better if you have some experience because then you have something to build on. And I'm at the age where, again, I don't want to be your teacher and I don't want to be your mother.
I like that.
Well, if you're teaching someone at this age, there's definitely an issue.
Exactly.
It's true. I think my ick is men who can't like form an opinion outside of the one podcast that they listen to.
Mm.
And it happens more and more in like New York. Like they'll listen to a podcast and be like, oh, blah, 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 blah. And you're like, yeah, who'd you hear that on? Like, and you know exactly. But it's like, go look it up. Like, just because you heard it, like, doesn't mean it's fact. Like, you need to go do your research. And that really bugs me.
I like that. Tom?
Yeah.
I would say someone without manners. No, I don't
Is
know.
that an ick or a red flag? That's a character trait.
That's also an ick, I think. I don't know.
No,
It's
an ick
more
is-
behavior.
Yeah, an ick is something that like they do and you're like, but you can like kind of see past.
Oblivious.
Also a red flag.
No. Why?
Tom's just like, red flag, red flag.
I don't
Tom's
know.
on
I
the lookout for.
don't know if I have.
You know what an ick is of mine is watching men like squish their toes in the sand. Don't like that.
Don't like that. Or knobbly
In the
toes.
grass, like they take their shoes off and they're like wiggling their.
Yeah, no. Men with men with knobbly toes, like your toes look like shit. I'm like, take care of your feet. Those are you need those. Those are your
It's
wheels.
the same thing as the nails.
Yeah,
You had a good one with nails.
The nails were good.
you did.
I don't know. I think mine aren't really icks. I think they're more red flags or like behavior things, except the chewing.
The chewing.
Lo, you're in the clear. Nothing you do is gonna give him the ick. He doesn't have icks.
No, but everything that he's named as a red flag is something I do. So
Well,
That's good. That means that's all he knows. That's good.
like I'm not
That's all he
kidding.
knows. It's you.
I'm not
That's
kidding.
good.
The chewing, like he will get up from the table and be like, low. And I'm like, I can't breathe out of my nose. Do you know how hard it is for me to chew with my mouth closed? I'm suffocating.
All right, and then I got another one. Hitting your teeth with the fork when you're eating.
oh, like the sound?
Yeah, like
What?
I just like I'm eating fast and I like will scrape the fork and he's like, stop.
like you're gonna ruin your teeth.
It's like nails on the chalkboard for you.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, but
All
I
right,
also
babe.
think
Go ahead.
I was like, I don't know, like yeah, like we were saying before, it's like all my red flags or like icks are like I guess like in our relationship, but they're not like they don't bother me.
Yeah, just me not flushing the toilet.
Yeah, that one. Yeah,
Yeah.
that one.
Just that one.
I did.
All right, close us out, babe. What's your final? It
My
might be an unpopular opinion.
my ick is when you have some freezing cold feet and then you decide that you want to just put them all over me. Ice cold feet all over me. And I'm nice and warm and everything. And then ice cold feet come over. Frozen
Yeah.
feet. They're like
You're
ice
supposed-
cubes.
You're supposed to warm us up.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. But I freeze at the same time. So I get to like I get to freeze to death while you get warm.
Yes.
You know what's another one? Another one when you're working on something, like around the house, you're working on something, and then it's never over. It's like, did you finish with this plate? Did you finish with this cabinet? Are you going to close it at some point in time today? Are you done with all of the stuff that's all over the floor? Are you done using this light? Or did you leave this light on? You're going to come back in the bathroom and use this light after you're finished out there watching TV? You're going to come back in here and turn the light off? Yes.
Say that your partner has ADHD without saying your partner has ADHD. I start and don't complete a lot of things, and then they just sort of, they pile up.
Yeah.
It's just that's
I guess
I love
those
that.
were the couple icks, right?
The couples
because we were getting into the couples icks, right?
the couples icks. Yeah. Couples icks or unpopular opinions.
Yes.
Either one. Good closer. I like that.
I love that.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for joining us for episode 4 of Pair of Pairs, and we will see you guys next week.
See ya. How do I
Ciao.
end it? I always forget how to end this. Thanks for coming.
Joey.
Chris,
We had so many listeners this week.
Oh, Tom.
Did we?
Low.
I forgot to do our